Hello, I'm muted. That was Daniel telling me that I'm muted. And welcome to Conversations with Curtis. And here we go, starting off with some strong, non-technological issues. How you guys doing? How did it become Monday already? I don't get it. The weekend was a blur. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you had some fun. Hope you got outside and enjoyed some sunshine. But yeah, we're here and we're going to play some more Her Story with our Tori, as Daniel likes to say. No, I'm not a mime now. I just had my microphone off. We're going to actually continue a conversation that we were starting a few minutes ago about microphones and cameras and stuff. So I have nothing to say other than we've had a great last couple of weeks streaming. We have a great week coming up, starting with today, continuing Her Story with Tori. And then Wednesday, Voidburger, a YouTuber who joined us for a stream quite a while ago. She's worked with Giant Bomb and she's done a lot of video essays and did a really great video essay on Phantas 2 a few years ago. She's going to join us for a stream of her choice, a game called Dropsy. And it's about an evil clown, or maybe not an evil clown. So we're going to play that. That'll be fun. And then we'll be back on Friday with more Ripper with Noah. So just having all kinds of fun guests joining us. And that's going to continue. I actually reached out to Ross Scott again, and he's up for coming back. And we'll probably have him back in the next week or two. So, and then we have some other folks that we've been reaching out to. And so it's kind of a cool thing that people are wanting to hang out with us and play games. All right. That's all I got. I'm going to say thank you to our Patreon members. These guys right here, as always, they are the fuel that keeps this engine going. Thanks so much for your support. All of you, $10 and above members on a monthly basis. Sure do appreciate it. As always, want to do a big thank you to Malika Chandler for being our top donor, Francois Damagella, and then our team of Robbie, Moffat Reborn, Tyler, Yuma81, and Corbett Chu. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support us in the way that you do. Our coffee donations, top 7. Our continued top 7 list is Jouex at number 1, holding the record for quite a while now. So thank you for that, Jouex. And I wonder if anybody is in a position to try to topple him, get him off the top spot. James Jenkins at number 2, CJ at number 3, Moffat Reborn, Fungi Plays, Astronaut Down, and Victor Chang. Thanks for your support, you guys. We, as always, have a weekly goal, and if we achieve that weekly goal, in fact, we did last week, so today we actually have to do a Wheel of Curtis to give away some games for last week's achievement, and then this week, if we get to it by Friday, we'll do the same. So please consider a one-time donation if you can't join us on a monthly basis on today's stream. Appreciate that. That's all I got. Let's bring out Tori and Daniel and say hi to these guys.
Hi.
Hey, there they are.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. You think we're going a little earlier today because you've got some airport driving to do.
I do. Pick up my son from New York.
Is it LAX?
Yep.
How's that these days? That's
It's been crazy these days. I just getting there. It's really backed up, and then it kind of loosens up. But it's
airport drop offs and pickups are just
I don't know if it's just because it's summer or if it's just because this new system isn't working. Whatever they've done to it, I don't know. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah. And how was your weekend? Did you get out and do anything fun?
What did I do? We had friends over for a friend's birthday last night, so that was nice.
Nice.
And yeah, that's about it.
Daniel, how's everything in your world? Your place looks fantastic. It looks very clean and yeah, it looks. What's going on?
I have a different. When I remove my digital background, I have a different background now.
Wow!
With this new closet without handles, you actually need to click the doors to open them. So it's pretty high tech.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a good look. All right. How are you liking your new space?
Oh, and I got a cup holder over here. No, you can't see it. So I got a cup holder that's linked to my table so that, one of the problems with live streams is that there might be emergencies, but I'm trying to avoid emergencies that are caused by me during the live stream. So my biggest fear is to spill a cup of coffee during a live stream and then either let it dry over here over the course of the live stream or go to the kitchen and grab a towel to wipe it all. So that's why having a cup holder that's linked to my table so that if the cup falls, it falls to the floor is better than having the cup on the table.
You put a lot of thought into this.
Yeah.
This decision was not made lightly, it sounds like.
No.
So you and I, the three of us were talking just a little bit before the stream, and we're talking about privacy issues, and Daniel was telling us about how important it is to disconnect or turn off your camera and your microphone when you're not streaming. And I never do that. I just sort of have everything plugged in and I go about my merry way. But tell us more about why we should do that and how we should do that.
Well, first of all, I always the problem with our mic, the Blue Yeti, is the fact that it doesn't have an on-off button. It has a mute button. And otherwise, it's always connected, and the red light is always on, which bothers me because the red light should showcase the fact that you're live streaming, not the fact that it's on. And so the thing is, I try to unplug my microphone and my webcam whenever I'm not using them because of privacy issues. Because just as, when you start an app that uses your camera, someone can hack into your computer and use your camera and your mic.
Well, I've had where I've been just sitting at my computer, using my computer. I've had my green light come on and it was so creepy.
That's creepy. Yeah.
Like just all by itself. So I had to shut down my computer and then
Oh, that's weird.
What?
Yeah.
Your computer turned on?
The video, the green light came on.
Yeah, we're talking like on the built-in camera on the Macs, the green light comes on and tells you that the cameras were wow.
So I put a piece of tape over the camera.
Yeah, I've done that too. But yeah, to the idea of like having your microphone. Now, microphone is also like when I you unplug your mic and webcam, and your PC doesn't have that built in. The Macs have them built in anyway, so they just go to their default settings, which means you have to go into your settings and turn off all the apps, and then have to turn them back on every time you do it. So it becomes a little, it would become labor intensive.
But for example, one of the problems with having a built-in mic is the fact that you sometimes forget the setting on the built-in mic, and then your entire live stream is recorded via the built-in mic, which doesn't sound as good as the Blue Yeti microphone. So it's best to disable the built-in mic in general because you want to use your actual mic.
Yeah, it's so confusing. We're all.
If I'm using this, do I need?
Yeah, just unplug it.
I unplug it, yeah, but when I'm using this, I don't need to disable something in my settings to use. I mean, this just works.
Yeah, it just jumps in there.
Okay.
By the way, during my while I was packing, I found this book, which I bought to my daughter, which is X-Files for Kids. X-Files, Earth Children Are Weird. And it's Dana and Fox, who are brother and sister, and they go camping. And so they hear various sounds from
brother and sister.
Yeah.
So I wonder why they made them brother and sister.
Their parents keep calling them and telling them, they hear a sound, and then they find out that the scary shadow was just a dog, and so on and so forth. And the book ends with their parents telling them to go to sleep, and then their parents remove their masks and they are aliens. X-Files for Kids.
Wow. Well, you just blew the ending. Now I have no reason to read it. Now I was ready to go.
Okay.
I can't believe I missed that when my kids were little. When did that come out? Do you know?
This came out, I think, 5 or 6 years ago. And there are various classic movies and TV series that are turned into these kids' books. There's also Back to the Future for kids.
I'm sort of going over some of the chats here. I didn't get a chance to say hi to folks, but it's good to see you all here. People are commenting on us. People are excited that Voidburger's come in. A lot of comments on Dropsy, which I've never heard of prior to this, so that's cool. People asked us about pushing up roses. We've reached out to her a couple times. I'll reach out to her again and see if she would ever want to join us. That would be great. Daniel is the creator of the cup holder. I don't know if he's the creator of the cup holder. Is this something you could patent yourself and get on the market?
No.
Okay. All right. And some compliments about your mug puzzle. We had a puzzle in Ripper on Friday, Tori, that was somewhat similar to putting everything together in the puzzle agent, where the one where everything had to click together
Yeah.
But in that case, what we had that was helpful was that once we had two things together, it would click together and we knew we were on the right track. This thing, there was you just had to hopefully put this mug together. And it took, Daniel was a rock star. He figured it out, but that was very, very frustrating. And it was the first puzzle of the game. Way more difficult than
Wait, which game was this?
It's called Ripper. And it's a FMV game that was made around the same time ours was, 96, 97, something like that. But it had its all-star cast.
And it cost the same as Phantasmagoria too. Now in Ripper, a big chunk of the budget went towards the actors because they had Christopher Walken and they had the actress who played Marion in Indiana Jones. And other
Burgess Meredith, Ozzie Davis, they had all these big name actors.
Yeah.
Wow.
But in Phantasmagoria too,
little B or even C or D. I don't know what.
but in Phantasmagoria too, we have yet to figure where the $4.5 million went. Maybe Paul is hiding something.
Baby. My bank account. That's right. All right. Well, guys, we should probably get going on this game. Tori only has so much time before she has to head out. So do you want to refresh our memory? What were we where were we?
I remember that Eve and Hannah are twins, and Eve has a tattoo.
Right. Hannah and Eve. And
yeah, go ahead.
What else do we know? We know that, we think they're twins, or one of the things that came up is she is a split personality thing. Although I think
that could be.
Yeah. So or
that might be. Yeah.
And there's a murder, or at least a death. Have they found the body, or do we just think, is this a missing person situation?
I think we're just a missing person right now. And then wasn't Eve having an affair with? Wait a minute.
Right. So she was singing at a bar, and then the husband came in and saw the doppelganger of his wife and approached her, and I guess they had a affair of some sort. And what else did we learn? I don't want to say too much because I want to make sure that what I know isn't ahead of what you guys know.
Yeah, but it seems that if she's one person, the same person, then he would know. But that it was. I mean, he would. Did she tell him she was the twin? Or is that what she said she told him? I can't remember that.
I guess he figured it out, given that they look the same.
Yeah, but
I don't think she did tell him. And again, the other thing to keep in mind is that it's called her story. So while it may not necessarily,
from her perspective, so
yeah,
we don't know exactly.
So yeah.
I was thinking.
What else? Someone wrote a funny thing about
some notes. Let me look at my notes. They just came out. Let me see. Yeah, so I wrote down some other words that we could do some searches on.
Oh, and someone said in one of the comments that we need to explore more of the rest of the computer. There's a or that there's a way to find out what we've missed or what we've seen already. That makes
Okay, so first of all, even though a week went by, we're still at June 16th, 2023. So I wonder how that date is set for every game. Is like 2 months before you start playing. I mean, when you were playing it in 2022, was it 2023 in the clock app?
Oh, I don't remember. We should look at my video and see if the date was I don't know, but let's get rid of the clock. I don't think that's controls here.
You've got control, Tori.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I don't. We haven't been watching this clock to see how much time is. It's not.
Yeah.
But there we go.
and then, yeah, bring that over. What was there's the Logitech. What about, what's the DB checker? I don't know if we ever saw that. Database checker. I think that's what he told us. Here we go. You can put that over to the sort of left over there. I forgot about this. So just sort of, you can just sort of move that off to the side a little bit. But those little green, squares are basically all of the videos, and they're all in the order that it was recorded. So we have seen, so I might want to bring that back towards the middle a little bit.
So we've seen the last one.
We've seen the very last one, which I think was originally on the computer when we booted it up, but we haven't seen the very first one. We've seen a lot of the beginning, but so basically our hope is to get through all of these videos, and that will help us solve this case, I think. So each time we watched a video, I don't know why the yellow one is yellow. Maybe we haven't finished watching it yet, but once you watch a video, a new green box will come up.
Okay.
Letting us know where in the story it is. So we get a sense of that. So thank you for whoever it was that pointed that out to us.
Yeah, I wonder why this one's yellow. What happens if I click on it?
I don't think you can click on it.
Yeah, you can click on it. I guess it's just there to give you an estimate of how many videos you saw up until this point.
So we have a lot more to see.
Oh yeah, and then you can refresh. So I guess that's the thing, is that once you've done a few more videos, you want to hit the refresh button and you'll see them
Wait,
pop
but
up.
what does it mean when it says volume missing? Are there more videos we're not aware of?
I don't know.
One volume missing.
Okay.
Okay, so I close this now. Should we see what else is on? Or should I leave it? Well, I don't need to leave it open, right?
I think that was the only thing they needed us to look at. That was the one, that was the connection that we hadn't, that was the one thing we hadn't opened yet. So you can go ahead and go into whatever our next clue is. You can look at your note and go from there.
Did we look in the rubbish bin? What about
We
that?
saw it before. Remember, it was, go ahead and try it again. That hack info. Let's try the hack info. Now, I see something within something. It's a mirror game. Do you, as you're looking at all that, is there any?
Yeah, you see a face. That's ASCII art.
Okay, go back. Show that. Where do you see a face?
Right there.
Eyes
Okay,
and-
so does that face remind you of anybody?
I don't know, Eve.
Eve, maybe Eve. Okay.
Okay, so I don't even know what to do with this.
I don't think there's anything to do with that yet, other than the fact that you saw the face. Okay.
All right, so should we watch some more videos?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, these. Well, what about?
Wait, did you mention in the previous episode that you wanted to check pregnant? The word pregnant.
Oh yeah, let's do that. That's what we want to check. Okay.
Oh, didn't we? Yeah, didn't Eve say that? Yeah, I'll find it out. All right, we've got a lot of pregnant. I like this music. I like this kind of boom, boom, boom. I like that.
Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
Both our well, can we do that again? What was that?
Both our parents.
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
Well, was she
So-
like 16? I mean,
And
Why are
she
you
doesn't
asking?
have
Because
a-
her parents got angry?
well, no, because their parents had a meeting about it, and that seems like
right.
something you'd do if you were still living at home or.
Right. And is this Hannah or is this Eve? She doesn't have a
I think that's Hannah, right? Isn't
yes,
Hannah?
and she doesn't have a tattoo.
Let me see.
Right. And she's got a bruise. She's got a black eye.
I had this. Oh, blue shirt.
And like people keep asking us to play Immortality. We won't be able to play Immortality on YouTube. We got a strike last time when we tried to upload the ending FMV scene from Phantasmagoria 1 in high quality. So we're not gonna get another strike on this channel.
I do want to play it though at some point now.
But you know what we could do?
I've been playing. What? Good.
We could do for Patreon members a Zoom meeting of up to 100 members, and we'll play the game and we'll share the video of the game. We'll share. Everyone will be able to see you play because I'll give you controls, and then it will be an exclusive Patreon party that we'll never be able to upload to YouTube.
I'm up for that. I think. TomTom says a strike is good, means we're winning. No, that's bowling. Yeah. All right, let's keep going here.
Okay. Yeah, I don't.
Let's keep watching.
I think that's Hannah, and now I'm wondering if this is a previous pregnancy. But let's go ahead.
Yes, I'm fine.
Did we decide if she?
Oh, I was sick again. This
Oh,
happens
she's
some
pregnant now.
days. I'm pregnant. This morning sickness.
Wait, what?
Okay. Oh, okay.
So-
Okay.
So the other one's pregnant now.
Oh,
And-
music is coming. We're learning something. So, question before you say that, Daniel. Do we decide when she's wearing red? Is that Hannah or Eve? Is that Eve?
Let's say that's Eve, because we can't see if she has a tattoo or not. And Hannah was talking about a past experience of her getting pregnant, probably young. And while Eve is talking about
Being
getting
now.
pregnant, probably from Simon.
So the first one was
Hannah.
June. This one's June 27th. When was the first one?
June 25th.
Okay. Oh, the first one's June 25th.
Yeah, 2 days before. So
2 days before.
it
Okay.
has to be the other one.
Okay.
Right.
No. Well, yes. He found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So
When she said he found that on my birthday, it means that he found that on his wife's birthday.
Right. But at this point, is she still pretending to be? We skipped ahead. Like we have, if you look at the database tracker, we've seen some videos way late in the interrogation. And is this early enough where they're still trying to act as one person? I think that they are not at this stage admitting that they're twins.
oh my God, I took notes and I can't read my notes. I can't read them. They're such a mess. Wait.
You
Yeah.
know what? Let's figure out
Okay,
whether or
one
not.
admitted. I have on 7-3. One of them admitted being a twin.
Okay, so that's later. All right, so right now they're still pretending to be one person.
Wait, 7-3, your format or this game's format? Because 7-3 is March 7th in this game.
Oh no, I think
I'm sorry. No, July. Sorry, July 3rd.
Okay.
3-7. I switched it.
yeah,
so-
and my I do the same thing. Okay, what's next?
Wait, is this a new one we haven't heard? I can't remember.
No, we just did that.
Oh, wait, did we?
It's Rapunzel.
Oh no, you're right.
The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind, but she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
Okay.
Is she still looking at like blotter ink and she's seeing all that, or was that like an actual picture from a
I don't know. This
storybook?
Maybe we should try Rapunzel later.
Yeah, definitely. Let's write Rapunzel. Yeah.
I
But-
still feel like maybe it's her daughter that's watching or one of the daughter, or both of them. The daughter's watching.
Oh, the one that the vision that we see.
Yeah,
In
that we see.
the Rapunzel story that she tells is very similar to her own. I didn't remember that Rapunzel's the fairy tale Rapunzel was that she was a twin. Is that part of the actual story, or is she rewriting it for her
Did she
own?
say that in this that she's a
Yeah.
twin?
Yeah. Go ahead and try to do that again. Oh, it looks like we're.
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this
Okay, never
tower.
mind. No. You can go
No,
and get rid
that's
of
the
that.
actual
Gets
story.
pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened.
I really
She
liked
throws
what
her
she.
into
I
the
like this
wilderness,
actress
and
quite a bit.
Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind.
What's her name? Viva Seifert?
But
Is that her
she
name?
kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
Okay.
The connective tissue here is that, being locked up in a tower. That's the story that Eve has, that she's been locked up in that attic room for her whole childhood. So there's a connection to Rapunzel there.
Florence is the witch.
Yeah, Florence is the witch, right? Yeah.
Okay, let's.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly.
Hyven tipped $3. Well, look who's here.
Just
The
came
great
back.
Carnor. First
The
time
guy was
donating.
so pissed
Just want
off
to
because I didn't
swing
have
by
driving
and
lessons
saying
on me.
thanks for the laughs and the
And I told him I
content.
was pregnant.
Also nice to
He
Spoony.
made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out.
Thank you, Ivan. Thank
It
you.
was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
Let's watch that again.
Of course, Ivan, you donated right during a very, a pretty major plot point. So we might have to watch this clip again, but that's okay. It's worth it.
But thank you.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted.
Last
Glasgow,
were
write that
empty.
down.
I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi.
Taxi, hit
Crash.
taxis.
Just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me.
car crash and
I told
driving.
him I was pregnant. He made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
Maybe hospital.
Hospital.
Scratch.
Hospital, Glasgow, Rapunzel. Okay, which one should we do?
Oh, now do this. Go to the DB tracker, and that's why I think you should keep it on all the time. Don't turn it off, because then now go ahead and refresh.
Wait, the yellow turned into green. We had the yellow.
That's the yellow is the one we just watched.
Oh, so it shows us where it is.
So that's where we are right now. So go ahead and hit refresh.
Yeah, that's-
Okay,
No.
so it will only, so if you keep it on like you are now, don't X out, just keep it on, and you can put the other thing in front of it, and then we can hit refresh as we go.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you need to kind of.
Okay, so
Does that minimize? Can you make it smaller? Probably not.
No, but you can close it and just double click it whenever you need it.
Well, what's fun, what I remember being really fun was if you keep it open and you watch like 3 or 4 videos and then you hit refresh, you see them pop up and you go, ooh, that's where they are. So if you keep closing it out and opening
why
it,
don't
it
you
will.
click the first video and let's see if that yellow, the first one, yeah. And let's see. Okay,
Yeah,
now
it's
close
not-
it.
Both our parents had a big power.
Yeah. Now let's see at
Now-
the database checker.
Yep, see, it's changed.
No, it's the same one.
Same one.
Well, it's probably because we already looked
Try-
at
click-
it.
Anybody,
maybe click
does anybody in
refresh.
the chat know why anybody in the chat know
Oh.
why the
Oh,
There it
okay,
is.
so
There we
you
go.
need
There
to
it
click
is.
refresh.
there.
Okay, now we know how it works. Okay, got
And
it.
that's the one we just watched. So that was far earlier on. Okay, cool. Let's put something else in the database.
What about Glasgow or Rapunzel? Glasgow?
Or car crash, or car, or hospital. Ooh,
Ooh.
2 new ones.
Ask the hospital.
Oh,
Hmm.
What was the question, lady?
Wait, so this came. Let me just see what this one was.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty.
Mhm,
I was-
We saw that one.
Just wanted to see what.
so this is July 2nd.
I don't see how it's hard. We've established I was in Glasgow when he was killed. You've spoken with the hospital.
When he was killed.
Hmm.
Wait, what? Okay.
When who was killed. So Simon is
I don't see
dead.
how it's hard.
Yeah, we knew
established I was
he
in
knew he was
Glasgow
dead,
when
right?
he was killed. You've spoken with the hospital.
So that's her
Now-
alibi, that she was in a car crash in Glasgow when he was murdered. And so
Right. Blue dress. Did we decide whether blue dress is
I
Hannah
think-
or Eve?
I think that's Eve because she just talked about being in Glasgow, and
Yeah.
we decided that.
Yeah, but Eve and Hannah supposedly have, they've corroborated their story. So they're telling, they've learned, they both.
we
You
don't
can't
know
know.
that.
Yeah, at one point last week, she's like talking as though it's like, I did this and I did this and I did this and I did this. It was very clearly like memorized.
Which
Anyway.
one? Which one said that?
Oh, I can't remember, but I
Well,
think that if they're trying to, if they are trying to cover up that one of them murdered Simon, they've got to get their story straight. So again, I don't think we can go simply by Eve and Hannah, but we do need to know if Hannah, who's wearing the blue dress.
I think this is Eve.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that whenever
Because-
she's wearing a long sleeved shirt, then she's trying to hide the tattoo or confuse
Yeah,
us.
because you only see the tattoo in one scene, so that means Eve would only be in one scene.
But
You
also,
only see her
when
once.
she was wearing the red, she talked about getting pregnant and having to tell him, telling him on his birthday, forget her birthday, and before that, it was Hannah talking about being pregnant, but it was like she was pregnant a while ago. So,
Right.
that's why I think these are both Eve.
Okay.
Wait, why don't we try a baby if she was pregnant?
Yeah. Oh, hit the refresh button. Okay, we got 2 more. Oh, and now
Okay,
we're
so
down here.
That's way down there.
Yeah.
Okay, so July 2nd is near the end of the database, and while June 27th is near the beginning. So basically, we have only late June, early July to cover.
So if we look at our pictures down below, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different outfits, right? We've got a white shirt, the light blue shirt, the dark blue shirt, the light blue shirt, she's got the tattoo. The red shirt or the red thing, and then if you go scoot back a little
But
bit.
she didn't have the tattoo. This is July 1st. She did not have that tattoo. She was wearing the short sleeve blue shirt on the 25th and did not have the tattoo.
Let's see that. Can you see a picture of that? Can you scoot back?
But are you sure it's
Oh.
her?
What was the first thing we typed in when we pregnant?
Murder.
Can we
Wait, just go on the bottom. You can see the very first image. Just scroll to the left. That one right there.
right. Oh, that, yeah. No tattoo.
And that's June
That's Hannah.
25th.
Okay.
So when she's showing the
it's a
tattoo
different
at this
shirt.
point, that's at this point she's
It's different.
saying when the jig is up and it's already been clear that
They're twins.
they're twins. So she's not hiding it anymore.
Yeah. Or she's just the same person as she put on a fake tattoo. Or, okay. Let's do baby. Shall we?
Yeah.
Ooh, 5 new ones from 17 entries.
So June 25th. I think so. This is the first day. It's the 25th, right?
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel,
Brighton.
away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
Okay, early on. Do you want to hit the refresh button really quick? I want to see where that is that's probably really early. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that would be earlier.
Okay, so she's still just giving her story. Her story.
Yeah.
We couldn't
The
afford
perfect
our own
title.
place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came.
If it
It was
can.
a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
Look at Eric too.
Maybe hope.
No, I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months.
Miscarriage.
We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after.
What was only a few months after they died?
No, that they moved.
No,
No, she seemed
I
wistful.
lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months.
8 months.
We
Oof.
carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after.
Something happened a few months after.
Yeah.
Miscarriage. Okay, we gotta look at miscarriage.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Simon's parents on the phone. I looked
like
up
this
from
is-
early night
yeah.
and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed, and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags.
Bin bags.
Pulled them open, saw the body.
What?
I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
What? That's a big one. There should be some music for this one.
I need to see the beginning of
There we
that.
go.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Simon's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. she'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed, and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with the torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body. I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
All right, let's hit the refresh button on this. I want to know where that is. Oh, that's still early. So they got her, not a confession, but they got her to talk about finding the body fairly early on.
She found the body.
She found the body.
The other one. What's up, Tori?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
I was saying that while Eve was not confessing, she had an alibi by being at Glasgow at the hospital at the time of the murder. The other one is the one that found the body in a beanbag chair.
Body in a beanbag chair?
Yeah, where did you find the body?
In a bin bag.
Not beanbag, a bin bag.
Oh.
She was underneath the.
What's the difference?
These are like a garbage bin, not a bean bag that you get to relax in.
Oh, okay.
They didn't stuff the body in a bean bag. Why is this bean bag so lumpy, I wonder?
Maybe it's more comfortable.
I thought, wait a minute. Why am I confused? Okay, I thought Eve was in the red.
I think this is Hannah. I'm pretty sure that the red is Hannah. But there's a different. Look at this next one. So will you look at that first one again and just see what the time stamp is? In the red, sorry, the one in the red.
Oh yeah, the red.
It's 6:27, and then what's the one right next to it that we're about to watch? That's 6:27. Oh, so she just put her hair up. Okay, she's in it's the same one. All right, let's watch this one.
Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
So
now I think it might be Eve. I can't tell.
This is Eve because they probably got pregnant during their affair, while Hannah's talking about the baby that she had pretty early on and miscarried. That's my theory.
Zensolve just says, so not his wife Hannah found him? No, his wife is Hannah, while Eve was in the hospital. Eve was in the hospital, apparently.
So his wife Hannah found him.
Yes.
While Eve was in the hospital. But then again, how do we know when he was murdered? Because she has an alibi. But was she at the hospital during this whole time? From the point he went missing to the point they found him? Was she a week or so?
Yeah, his wife is Hannah while Eve is the other. Yeah, you got it. All right, so
but didn't she talk about, what was she wearing when she talked about the accident and the
go down to the one that we clicked earlier that's in the session that for later, the one that's in, there's a red, the red
when she
one
was
down
talking
below.
about, I had the impression that when she was talking about the body, then she said that he talked to his mother like a week before, and they were reminiscing, and so it seemed that it was at least a week or so before she found him after he went missing.
But if it's Eve, would Eve be talking to his mother if she's having an affair with him? You know what I'm saying? So it can't be Eve. It has to be Hannah.
Right. I don't think that.
But when she talks about when she mentioned being in the accident with the taxi, she was in her blue outfit, right?
Yeah.
So that was Eve. Okay.
Well, I guess we're getting lost. We should write down when we know for a fact what costume she's in, and when we know for a fact that this is Eve and that this is so.
Well, it's because we keep thinking we know, and then something confuses us.
But the question is whether or not we can trust that whoever is telling the story is that actual person.
Right. Well, I guess we can just keep watching and something's going to clue us in to go, okay, this is definitely Eve. And then I think we can all agree with that. And then let's write it down. We're not writing. I don't think we're using our. I'm
writing things down, but there's so much information.
I remember this too. I remember when I first played it. I love it, but it's super overwhelming.
Maybe we should search for the end. That's it. We'll get the conclusion.
How about body? Put the body, or that could be a
body. Or what about Eric? We don't.
Yeah, do Eric. Hit the refresh button too. Where are we? Okay, anyway, we're refreshed. Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'll be back in a minute.
A jiffy.
Oh.
Don't keep your microphone on, Paul.
There's no new information about Eric. Do you want to watch any of these old ones? No.
There may be some new information because there are 4 entries found, but we can only access the first 5, so we need to limit. How about singing? Because she said she was singing at the bar.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, nothing new here. And
what about wait a minute. Brighton. Brighton?
Yep. Nope. Only one reference. Which is interesting. Yeah, taxi, traffic. Or accident? Did we look for accident?
We haven't seen her in the white for a while. Now we figured out who was wearing the white. I wrote that down. Eve was in the white shirt. We thought.
When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs. It was an accident. I had read a diary at that point, and I knew she wasn't my real mother. So I burned the diary that day, and I left.
Okay, that's
Walked out and across the street.
Okay, so her stepmother died when she was 8.
Was that Florence or her real mother?
Not her biological mother, because whenever she died, she went across the street to where her real mother lived.
What I miss?
Well, we looked for accident, and we have the first video, which was the one we already saw when she talked about the accident she was in. And we have this one.
When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs.
July 3rd.
It was an accident. I had read a diary at that point, and I knew she wasn't my real mother. So I burned the diary that day, and I left. Walked out and across the street.
Okay, so.
Oh yeah, obviously. I didn't listen to the whole thing. Yeah, obviously then. Florence.
That's Eve.
Yeah, that's Eve. Okay.
That's Eve, and
Florence said she's not my real mother. Oh, when she realized that Florence was not her real mother.
Yeah, so because she read her diary, so we should look for diary as well.
So white blouse, Eve.
Okay.
One thing we know. Laney and Craig, Detective Agency, may we help you?
That's my thing. I've kept one, well, as long as I can remember, since I was a girl. Helps make sense of my day. And when you're forced to put something into words, it just gives you perspective. Everyone's on the same page.
Everyone's on the same page, which is clearly something two twins who are hiding their identity need to be. Oh, there was another reflection on the screen. Did you guys see it?
No, I didn't see that.
T and Tank Control said they saw it. We missed it. How did all three of us miss it? Come on, detectives.
I know, you know what it is? And I sometimes miss half of what they're saying because I'm trying to write things down. So I have to stop doing that.
Just became our way of life. We would swap places and take it in turns to do things. And we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page. We had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation. It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. I mean, we would consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
This is so well written, and there's so much going on. I'm so impressed by the mind behind this.
Well, this one was close to the end.
In which she confesses that they were actually switching roles from time to time and keeping track of whatever the other one was doing by having a diary, and they even used the same phrase of them being on the same page. Same wording.
Okay, so we don't know if we know that this is Eve, but we don't know if the blue blouse is Hannah or not, right? So we're not 100% on that one.
No. Yeah, and I was just remembering how they would have to be matching, like if somebody was hit, they had to be matching, but they had to be matching so they could. Okay, so they could
go ahead.
Let finish the thought. Yeah.
So they could pretend to be each other. So remember when she was talking about,
if she got hit, then the other one would have to get hit, so they would have the same bruise.
It's almost like she's setting it up so that they wouldn't be like. So they wouldn't be able to know if she, that like she's using that as an excuse for something else, I feel.
Well, let's look at that video, because this one when she talked about the diary was, can you click that last one?
The last one?
Yeah.
Was
this one? This one, right? On July 3rd at 11:38 a.m. So let's see when she's talking about the bruise. Look for bruise, and let's see if it's the same exact video.
Oh, great. Good one, Daniel. Let's stick with those two for right now.
The middle one is the one we saw when we looked for black eye. So it's the same. It's like the next phrase she's saying. See, it's still at 11:38.
Yeah. Let's watch those three first, and then the first two next.
If one of us got hurt, the other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my tooth first, we had to pull out Hannah's to match.
So she's definitely Eve here.
I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face, gave her a huge black eye. That night, she had to do the same to me. But she almost went too far. I couldn't see out of that eye for days.
Well, Hannah used to beat up on Eve quite a bit.
So
didn't Hannah at one point say she was gonna?
Our bodies were synchronized anyway. We started our period on the same day. Went on childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits.
So this started at around 11:38 in 30 seconds or so, and the other one was 11:38 and a few seconds. So the diary is the paragraph that she said before this one.
Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first.
Wow.
She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush.
Yeah.
After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
That's a good one. We got a lot of information there. Yeah, what are those? Where are we?
Here.
Near the end. Did you click refresh? Yeah, we're near the end.
Yeah. Okay.
This
10
was
minutes later.
About 9. I went round and she was waiting for me.
9.
She was furious and so angry. The kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing and she tore it off. Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
So this is where they're starting to... Are they fighting about Simon? We're going to do the first two now?
Yeah. That was 3/7. This is okay. This is June. Okay.
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes. I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policeman. I found the body.
Okay.
Okay,
this is
wait a
Hannah.
minute.
So
This is
she's
Hannah.
still, or she's pretending to be Hannah.
That's what I'm thinking too, Tori.
Remember in the beginning she was pretending.
Yeah,
Why,
and
because
I
of the
think
red,
that she,
red shirt?
I think she's trying to remember the story about how she found the body, even though she wasn't the one who found the body. Notice how she got like a little confused. She was about to tell the story, and then you could tell she was trying to remember. I think this might be Eve.
And the police, they were probably asking, well, you're Eve. Where's your bruise? I mean, you're Hannah. Where's your? Hannah has a bruise, or she had a bruise yesterday.
Right.
Something
Exactly.
Like that.
Yeah. So she's trying to cover up. Oh yeah. It just healed up really quick. I have very fast metabolism. But who's the one who got the bruise? Let's go back to the bruise again. What was? Oh, let's watch that
I think
first
the bruise is Hannah. Because
Well, let's see what this says.
Yeah.
This was.
This was early. Let's hear this one more time.
Bruise.
we haven't seen that.
Oh, yeah, no, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen and the chair slipped and I kind of
Wait
hit
a
the
sec.
door with my face. It hurt like hell.
okay,
So that's
the bruise.
that's
The bruise.
mixture-
The bruise is on her left cheek, and when the policeman is asking whomever about the bruise, she's touching her right cheek. She's not even touching the right.
Bruise.
See?
Oh,
I have a really
So
fast
this-
metabolism, so stuff
okay.
like
So
that
let's
just
stop
comes
this a
and
second.
goes.
So what we don't know is which one got hit originally. I think. What was the real? Hannah got hit.
Hannah got hit, and here, 2 days later, Eve is pretending to be Hannah.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Maybe
because she doesn't even know where the bruise is at.
maybe between this date and this date, she killed Hannah.
What?
Oh, you think Hannah's been killed? You
There's
think?
another body we just don't know about yet.
Wow, really? Okay.
I don't know. I'm just saying it's possible.
I mean, if we have one, we might as well have another. What the heck?
But then they always pretended to be each other anyway, so she could just be. Maybe she's just taking.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. You're going down. Yeah.
None of the videos in the game blew my mind with. Wow, Tori.
So okay, so right now we're pretty sure. Right now we know that the white blouse is Eve. We know that for sure, and we're pretty sure the red blouse is Eve, and we're pretty sure that this blue, the first one, that's Hannah. She's the one that's giving the account. Hannah is in the light blue sleeveless.
Yeah, but she doesn't have a tattoo. Oh wait, she has a tattoo. I don't know. That must be Eve down there.
Hey, Luigi is in the chat, in the Twitch chat. She played Phantasmagoria 2.1 on her live stream.
Hey, Luigi, I remember you. Welcome. So wait. This, if you look at the top left one, that where I'm pretty certain is Hannah. The top.
That's got to be Hannah. I mean, how do we really know? But yeah.
I think when whoever like if Hannah discovered the body, Hannah's going to tell the story with clarity. If Eve is pretending to be Hannah, she's going to have a harder time remembering. And I think that's what we saw with these first two clips. So I'm pretty sure blue is Hannah and red is Eve.
Okay, but I'm wondering. Yes, I think so. But I'm wondering about this tattoo, and because they always.
Let's watch that again.
Their bruises. Why wouldn't they both have a tattoo?
Yeah, let's watch what she says here.
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
Or she's trying.
I feel like this is a bit of a red herring. It does seem super confusing because unless. Oh, I think I know.
Pretending to be Eve, maybe.
Okay, so I have a thought. So if you look at her in the top left, that's early. That is definitely Hannah. She does not have a tattoo.
No.
Wait. Let me just finish my thought. So the top left is early. She's not Hannah. She doesn't have a tattoo. She is Hannah. She doesn't have a tattoo. Then Eve, while they're pretending to be one person, is always wearing long sleeves to cover up her tattoo. When you see her down at the bottom with the tattoo, at this point, it's later in she's already confessed to being a twin, and now she's not covering it up anymore. So that makes me feel like top left is 100% Hannah, and then bottom right is Eve after she has confessed to being a twin and is now giving up more information. I rest my case.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I feel like though it could be anything.
I do too, but I'm sticking with my new theory for now.
I think that's a good theory. A good theory. Okay, what else should we type in? Did we do Glasgow yet? I don't think so.
We didn't. That takes us to a whole. I feel like we're on a level here. What was she just talking?
What about the stirring stick from the last live stream?
Yeah, someone in the maybe you just saw that too, Daniel. Someone in the comments said, "Don't forget about the stirring stick."
What I saw in the comments that 20-something people rated us on Twitch. So we had like 8 viewers, and now we have 32.
We only had 8 viewers
on Twitch.
Oh, on Twitch. Okay, well, nice. Welcome. Thank you for joining. This game is amazing, and it is so fun to try to piece together the puzzle of this murder.
Wait, okay, stirring stick. Okay, Hannah has a stirring stick.
Okay, and Eve.
No copy there. We know this is Eve.
But what do you guys think the stirring stick? Do you think that actually has something to do with something?
About 9. Oh, wait,
That may be.
Why?
Daniel,
Wait.
you have Tori, don't you?
Wait, click on the second video with the red outfit. Okay, stirring stick.
the bruise. I have a really fast.
So
Okay,
the
so
stirring
those-
stick can be one of two things. Either they're drinking different drinks, like one is drinking water and the other drinking coffee or tea, or one is drinking something with sugar that requires stirring, and the other is drinking something without sugar.
Zen Solves has said, he says, we use the stirring stick as an identifier. So we're trying to identify by the blouse color. They were able to identify by the drink that was in front of them. I think that's what he's saying.
No, he doesn't have any tattoos.
Humor me. Look for sugar.
Type in sugar.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We'll do the first. Yeah, let's do them all. Let's do them in order. That's probably best to do them in order.
I mean, I don't have to. I can.
No, we should. It gets too confused. I think there's.
Outfit. I don't think we've seen. Okay.
I know. Oh, that's good. A new outfit.
Black coffee, thanks.
Black
No sugar.
coffee.
Blue,
As it is.
long sleeve blue.
No sugar, so she doesn't need the stirring stick.
So dark blue.
But there is. I thought I saw a picture with her having.
Okay, so now we need. This is great because as soon as we know. The other one clearly likes sugar, but we still don't know which one's which, right?
Should I go to the next blue one instead?
No, I think go in order. Go in order.
Okay.
A cup of tea would be good, thanks. Just one sugar.
Okay, so they're drinking different drinks, and the stirring stick is for the sugar. So none of them are drinking water. We have tea and we have coffee.
I bet
Coffee
Hannah
without
had-
sugar and tea with sugar.
We haven't decided what the blue blouse. I thought we thought that blue blouse was Hannah, but now I can't remember.
I don't remember seeing this blouse before.
This one's new. This one's totally new.
Oh yeah.
We haven't. Let's
Doesn't
see who
matter
this-
which is
One
which.
sugar. Thanks.
Oh,
the
the other
sugar
cup
in
is for the sugar. It's not
Ah.
another
Is that
person.
kind of recording?
Okay.
Okay.
So 2 cups is for the sugar.
This is another outfit we haven't seen.
Is it?
Black no sugar.
Oh wait, we forgot to check the database. Black
Yeah,
no
check
sugar.
it now. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Wait. Now, so we can say that white shirt and blue shirt are the same person because they both want
I
no
think
sugar.
we haven't seen anything from that interview because, as you can see, the yellow square is now right where we have a blank space in which we haven't seen the interviews in.
Yeah, so we have a lot to see.
Wait. Just I want to make sure we're on the same page with the sugar and the no sugar. The top blue one and the one we just saw. This one and then the one you
Black
just
coffee.
showed us. That's black coffee, and then the one we just saw just before the second to the right also is black coffee. So that tells me that's the same person. Now the question is, I think we still don't know if that's Hannah or, and then this one wants sugar. So as soon as we identify if Hannah likes sugar or not, then we're going to be able to get all this. I think
So let's look for coffee.
let's do
Because
that
one
one
of
more
them
time.
is drinking
Yeah.
tea.
We haven't seen
Well, let's do this first.
Coffee, I guess. Milk and sugar.
Oh, wait.
milk and sugar.
Wait. Oh, go back to the first one.
The first one is coffee, no sugar.
Watch this.
Okay, what's the date? Wait. What's the time?
Black coffee, thanks. No sugar. Sweet enough as it is.
No sugar and
That
sweet
means
enough
there's-
as it is. So
And now do the last one again. I
And the
never
same
ever
blue
noticed
shirt.
this before. Same blue shirt.
no, it's not
This
the
is-
same one.
But this is July. It's a different
Coffee, I
shirt.
guess. Milk and sugar.
Oh, it's a different shirt.
Yeah, it's different. It's a bit darker.
It's a different day too, right?
Hmm.
Wait a minute. So
I'm more
did
confused
she
than ever.
milk and sugar? Okay.
Wait, she has a necklace? Or... Yeah, she has a necklace
Okay, I
over here.
guess. Milk and sugar.
Can you go to see if she has one in the first video?
It's a different shirt though.
Black coffee, thanks. No sugar. Sweet enough.
No,
as it
she
is.
doesn't have a.
Or she's covering it with her hands. Okay.
Wait, what's the, I'm sorry, I just want to check. That was, see, this is June. The one on the end is July. This is so confusing. Okay.
Yeah, it's a different shirt. And yeah, putting this.
In the first one, when she's asking for coffee, she's flirty by saying that she's sweet enough as it is.
Mhm.
Well, in the other one, she's asking for something that she might actually drink. Maybe she's trying to act like the other sister. Let's say the first
Right.
one is Hannah, the other one is Eve, and she wants coffee, but she can't drink it just like her sister. She needs sugar.
Well, in this first one, this is early, so we still don't know there are twins.
Right.
So and this one is
They're trying to make sure they
early too. Let's see.
A cup of tea would be good, thanks. Just one sugar.
Oh no, I
No,
could
no, no.
I could
Cancel.
feel. Okay, do you want to look at any of these again? It's so confusing.
Maybe we should look for tea or coffee. Pinpoint. Okay, the bruise. Let's see if she's asking the bruised one.
Could I have a cup of tea?
Okay.
Okay. Wait a minute. Are we going to identify by? Let's
She
see,
didn't ask
Oliver.
for it.
So, light blue.
Okay. I parked up in the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle, it was cold. I looked quickly in the living room, nothing.
She's totally doing this by
Upstairs to the
recitation.
bedroom, he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The
He wasn't
phone
there and
rang
she's
whilst I was in the
touching her
shower.
face.
I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And I decided to come and see you. That enough?
Bad
So-
enough.
Is that Hannah or is that Eve? I think that's Hannah.
When was the body found? Do you remember what day that was when the body was found?
No.
This makes no sense. Wait,
Because
no, Hannah is the
because
one.
at first, but Simon was just missing at first. But then we have that tape of Eve, I think, finding the body in the bin bag, the bean bag.
The beanbag chair.
So that's very confusing, right? All right, let's just keep watching.
No, it is confusing. It gets.
Maybe a fresh cup of tea?
This one has sugar. All right. What's this one?
Okay. parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my
same
keys out of
story.
my
Isn't
bag,
it the
unlocked
same story?
door.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on a peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack.
They're
I
both
shouted
reciting
out
the same story.
for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He
But
wasn't
the others
there.
was more specific.
I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents. And then I decided to come and see you.
All right. Can I say something before we dive in?
Yeah.
If the question that I have is, this one is spoken with complete confidence, right? And the other one is a little bit more halted. So my question is, or I guess my thought is,
I think
Eve has said earlier that she was the confident one, that she was the one who was outgoing and could get boys, and she was confident, and that Hannah was more shy or reserved. So I guess I'm thinking, and you guys can tell me if you think differently, that this one we just saw is Eve because she's speaking with such confidence, and that Hannah is the one in the other, in the flowery dress.
Yeah, also because when Hannah was describing the way you have to turn the lock in a special way, she was more familiar with it. She's more specific about how you have to turn the key.
Yeah, that's great. So let's. So I think we've cracked that Hannah
and
is
also
in the
can
flowery
you look
dress.
at
Hold
the
on a second.
previous video again?
Dark blue is
Oh,
white is Eve. Okay.
Maybe a fresh cup of tea?
No, the one before that when she was telling the story.
is it this one?
Okay. I parked up in the street. It was busy, so I had to park down
Okay,
the end of the road.
the thing is that
Walked
in this
up,
one,
knocked on the door.
she's touching
no
her
answer.
face a lot,
I took my keys out of
like
my
people
bag and
usually
unlocked the
do
door.
when they're lying.
The main lock was
And it seems that
unlocked.
they're both
You
telling
can
the
tell
same
because The
story,
key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the
but
left.
she actually experienced
I
it in
walked
some
in,
way, but
Simon's
she's telling
coat was
a
on the
lie
peg.
of sorts.
I couldn't
Well,
see
the
the
other
shoes
one
on the
never
shoe rack.
experienced
I shouted out.
anything of what we're
I walked
hearing
straight
here.
into the kitchen because
she's
he
just
usually sits
reciting.
in there to have a cup of tea and read his
That's
paper.
my-
But he wasn't there. I touched the
I
kettle.
mean, this
it was
seems
cold.
like she was really
I
experienced
looked
it.
quickly in the living room.
She was
nothing.
there, but she's
I walked
lying
upstairs
about
to the bedroom and he wasn't there.
something
I think
about
there's
the
yeah
didn't
various
search him
lies,
because
but
it was
I'm
pretty clear
convinced this
he
one is
wasn't
Hannah.
there. I had a shower. The phone rang
So we
whilst I was
know
in the shower. I
that
didn't answer it.
Flowery
I think it was
is
Eric.
Hannah and
Then
white
I was just
is Eve.
exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no
Yeah,
one in bed
and
next
when
to
we
me.
listened to this one
And then I
before,
remembered where I
it
was
seemed
and what
like
had
she was
happened.
acting.
That's
After
when
seeing
Eric
the other
came
one,
and
the
this
other
time I
one
spoke
seemed
to
like
him. Then I
more
called
of a
Hannah.
reading text out
And then I
loud
decided to come and
than
see you.
I agree.
actually telling a story. That
Oh,
he
I agree.
experienced.
So this one's Hannah. That's good to know. And
Or
the only other thing we
someone
know for
else.
certain is that the white blouse is Eve, but we don't know, and that the tattoo is Eve. But the other ones, who's the red blouse? The red blouse is, oh, the red is Eve. So we know the red is Eve. So right now, the white, the red, and the tattoo are Eve. And the flowery one is Hannah. And I'm pretty sure the top left one in the light blue, because she doesn't have a tattoo, that's got to be Hannah too. So light blue. Okay, we're getting.
Also,
we're
don't
knocking-
forget about the that enough. At the end, they both ended their story with that enough, telling that
Yeah.
enough to the policeman. Maybe
Yep.
we could look at maybe we could look for enough.
Well, you got a bunch of different clues too that we haven't gotten to yet. One more.
No.
New
I've had
T-shirt.
enough coffee for
Soccer
today,
t-shirt.
thanks. That's
Oh,
all.
copy. Okay.
Oh, wait, so which one's the
She has the tattoo.
soccer
and
ball?
She said that she drank enough coffee.
But she changed her clothes a lot.
We want to type in coffee?
No, we already typed in coffee. Did
Will
we?
you type in soccer? Because I wonder if she's going to say anything about her T-shirt. I think probably doesn't say soccer. Probably football. Try football. I love the sound effects of the clicking.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Okay, no worries. Why don't you go back to one that you had in your list, Tori?
Well, do you want it? What about Doug and Eleanor? Or
Sure. You want to do one? I guess you can do both, Doug and Eleanor.
Or just no, without end, just 2 words. Doug, space, Eleanor.
2 L's? No.
EANOR. That's it. All right, good. So this, I believe, is Hannah. Let's see if this is true.
Yeah. I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's and they're very worried.
Yeah, she doesn't have a
I feel
tattoo.
sorry for them.
So they're Simon's parents, Doug and Eleanor?
Yes.
I hoover, I dust every week. Maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust, and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week, but every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day, ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front. She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage, and she still has a secret like that.
She's really good. I gotta just say, I want to back off from the game and just comment
She's
on
a
how
really good actor. Yeah.
good of an actor she is. I mean, that's not easy to pull that kind of monologue off under these circumstances. And the more we watch this game, the more I see what a layered performance she's giving. I mean, I'm very, very impressed.
Does she work a lot? I wonder if she
I don't think so. I think she was mainly a musician, and I don't know. I have to look her up. I really was considering trying to get her for an interview when I played this game myself a while back, but I never reached out. But now I think I really want to. But all right. So that's Hannah. That was Hannah talking about Doug and Eleanor. We've already watched these two.
Now here's another one just with her.
1984 was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot
his
of
parents
police.
died.
The forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful.
His parents died
Or her
due
parents.
to a heat wave.
Wait, let's watch that again. Can we
Yeah.
The music changed.
1984 was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer.
Her parents.
Well, no, listen to
It was
this.
a hot
More.
summer, a heat wave.
Oh, her parents.
So
Yeah.
when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police. The forensic entomologist. I I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful.
Okay, so this is definitely Hannah.
We need to look up.
This is Hannah because of the stirring stick and the fact that she doesn't have a tattoo.
Yeah, and right.
Maybe we should look for a body.
And 1984 and.
Wait, hit the refresh button, will you?
Oh.
I wonder if that's gonna.
This is the 3rd day running you've called me in. I speak to Doug and Eleanor every day. And they say you've been asking a lot of questions.
But they were dead.
About me.
No,
they are.
That's the other parents.
I got mixed
Should
up.
I be worried? Am I a suspect?
Ooh. So this is the day it all happened. 7/2/94. This is the day. And I'm pretty sure now that the blue dress, this dark blue dress with the necklace is Hannah.
Oh, really?
I do. I think that.
Oh, she's again. Okay, because she's still.
This is the 3rd day running you've called me in. I speak to Doug and Eleanor every day. And they say you've been asking a lot of questions. About me. Should I be worried? Am I a
We should look
suspect?
for day or suspect.
Will you show me the next time? Okay, so she was stirring her coffee, which means that one is Hannah, and Hannah is connected to sugar in her tea, which means whenever we see Eve, or we think it's Eve, most likely that means she's not going to have a stir stick.
Right, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes she's pretending to be Hannah, so we don't know.
I know, but I think
Yeah,
we have to.
sometimes she's pretending to be Hannah, but the stirring stick is a giveaway because we know if it's her. So Eve says that she's sweet enough. Eve, the flirty one, says that she's sweet enough, so she doesn't need sugar. Well, Hannah always uses sugar, right?
Right, correct. And Ozzy just said you have to wonder if the tattoo is one of those temporary ones, which we talked about last week. And because I think it's clearly a temporary one. It's so obvious that it's one, but we can't tell if that's due to the restraints of the budget on the making of the game, or if it's a choice, knowing that she's just messing around. But I don't think we can answer that question.
Should we type in police?
Sure.
We can, but
1984?
I think we'll get tons of results.
Well, that's good, right?
No, because
Maybe
we
not.
can only see the first 5.
Oh, yeah. So we should be more. How about 1984? I'm going to try that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
But if you get tons of results, that's fine. It means you can just see 5, and then the next time you type something, we're going to get keywords in those 5 that will allow us to get to the other one. So I think we can be as broad as we want right now. Yeah, of how many? Oh, we've already got.
Okay.
When will the police let me back in the house? And they let me take a bag of clothes with me, but
Okay. She's wearing red. She's wearing the same necklace she was when we were sure she was Hannah, but I thought red was Eve.
I did too. Let's go back to that first. So what's the time on that? That's 6:27 at 10. It's 21. So what is that? 11 o'clock. What is 21? 10 o'clock at
Maybe
night?
the fact that the police doesn't allow her to go into her house because it's a crime scene, then she can't take new clothes, and maybe they're taking clothes from each other.
Will you do the top left one again, real quick? 21:11. That's 20:54.
it was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff. about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some
now
boxes in the
I
cellar,
think this is
nursery
Hannah.
stuff we never needed, and I never had the heart to throw out. I suddenly remembered that
think
when I
that
lived
this
down
is
there the
Hannah.
week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place.
And she also has
She looks like
different
she's really-
mannerisms.
Yeah, and she looks like she's really
We're
kind
down there
of
with the
remembering
torch and
it, where
went
with
straight into the
Eve,
back, and
she's saying it by
that's when I saw the
rote.
bin
So this
bags.
red is Hannah. So now we only know that Eve is in the white
Pulled them
and
open,
with the tattoo.
saw the body. I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
I don't think we can rely on whatever they're wearing. Especially due to the fact that the police doesn't allow them to go into the house. So Hannah can get a change of clothes from her house.
But only the next day. Like this is all like those first two are the same person, even though her hair is up, because it's just a couple minutes later. So we didn't see her sort of put her hair in a ponytail. It's not a separate day. I don't think those are the same day, right?
I think the stirring stick is the only giveaway. Because
Wait, can you look at those? Wait, can we look at those two again? Because the cup isn't next to her in the second one. What day is that?
No, it doesn't matter because she can.
6/27. And what day is the first one?
Six 27 and 2054.
So it's just a couple minutes later.
This is a little bit later. But
But-
yeah, that's weird. Well,
Okay.
maybe she's
When will the police
she
get
has-
back in the house?
they won't let her back in the house. Okay, let's listen to this one.
This one we know is Hannah.
They said it was food poisoning. There was something in the
Food
food
poisoning.
they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe. Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that. But, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them.
Except for maybe Eve.
Or Hannah.
Or both of them. Yeah, or Hannah. Both of them. Death cap. Should we type in death
Well,
cap?
what was bad? Why would Hannah want to kill her parents? Weren't her parents? Didn't they treat her great? Didn't she have the great childhood growing up?
No, Eve was given away. So Eve murdered her parents. Or
Murdered Hannah's parents or hurt their parents, but Hannah didn't. But this is Hannah talking. It's not Eve talking. Death caps. No, it didn't. Right. Want to do Glasgow? We never did Glasgow.
let's go with a G.
Oh, glass cow.
So
Forget it, the glass cow in the beanbag chair.
Oh, okay, hold on. Before we get into this is good. This should help us establish if this is Hannah or Eve. We keep going back and forth. I thought it was Eve at first, and then I thought it was Hannah. T in Tank Controls thinks that the one in the red jacket is Hannah. So let's keep that in mind as we watch these.
Well, and then her hair's down, her hair's up. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like
And that's-
10 minutes
So I
apart.
got in the car and I drove. And just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow.
This is
So
Hannah.
tired. I just had to sleep.
Yeah, this is totally Hannah. Okay, that's good. How far?
Yes.
21.
I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from the payphone, and then headed back.
Real quick,
They're again
before
telling the same story. She went to Glasgow and she was tired.
Yeah.
And the other one
Hold on.
started. Then,
just a sec. Interlace just made a very funny comment. I feel like making some joke edit with Curtis sneaking some Her Story gameplay in at Wintech. You have to do that. That would be very funny if you see Curtis at his computer and then you see that he's playing Her Story. That would be awesome. All right, back to our game.
Wait a second. She was telling the same story, and again, they look different. The first one has a stirring stick. The other one is drinking.
I agree.
Water.
So how quickly can she leave the room?
The only way that they can switch roles is by taking a break. Maybe bathroom.
How much of a break between those two, the first two?
Just like a minute.
So it's 23.
Play this one.
Wait. It's 20.
It's 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes.
And 21. Wait, what's the European version of that? It's the 4 o'clock first. Is it 4:21?
No, it's 9:04 p.m. and the other one is 8:54 p.m.
So it's only 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So here's what I would say: there's no way she can go and they can tag team and have Eve come in without anybody being suspicious.
Take a bathroom.
So the only thing I would say is that if there's the theory of it being a split personality, then we're seeing Eve change into Hannah within a 10-minute period. That's one.
Two different interviews going on.
Well,
and they're both wearing the same.
No, they're not both in different rooms where it's the same room.
Cup here, and then 10 minutes later, the cup's gone, and there's a pitcher.
That's weird, but I think we might be going up a little bit of a rabbit hole here.
Maybe look for
I think
water.
we should pay attention to the story and not worry. I think the story is more important at this point.
All right, let's watch.
Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time, you must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
Oh, she's supposed to be Eve.
No, this is Hannah. We're thinking this is Hannah.
Yeah. But again, she's talking about her alibi.
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
Well, because when we first started, we were convinced she was Eve. Wait, what is?
That was the one that probably convinced us. Let's watch that.
Yeah.
When you suspect someone of murdering their husband.
I'm convinced it's Hannah.
Can you look for water? No.
How about Diane?
Yeah. There you go.
The last one is a performance.
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids.
Where she has the bruise.
Mm-hmm.
That's Hannah. Hannah had a bruise. Why did Hannah have a bruise? Who hit Hannah? Was it Eve?
Probably Eve.
But did she say what? Did she make something up? Did we hear what that was?
Well, she said I bumped into a door. Did you refresh? Okay.
Not really. He would go to the pub. He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us returning the favour. Diane is a really good cook. into her trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef, he got the recipe off Ceefax, and I did my Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines. I had to find fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever eaten fennel?
Good.
Let's listen to her playing the guitar.
Oh,
What? Oh, yeah.
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
But wait. Why does she have a guitar in her hand? So we have to, do guitar.
Maybe they ask her to sing.
But why?
sing.
But why? How did? No. Do guitar first.
No, just sing. Do both.
But I want to know why she has the guitar before I hear her sing. We'll get to.
Because she sang at the bar.
Oh, right.
No.
So that's E.
No, Simon didn't play guitar. He wasn't very musical. He liked to listen, but he was tone deaf.
Okay. He was tone deaf. And maybe Eve is a bad singer.
Yeah, it's my guitar.
What? No, it's not. You're
There's
lying.
your guitar. Okay.
That's Eve's guitar.
You want me to play something?
So this is Eve.
I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay? Probably needs tuning.
No, this is extra long.
It's okay. How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street. Sisters came walking by the sea. Oh, the wind and the rain. The eldest one pushed the other one in. Oh, the dreadful.
She explained the entire game in the form of a song.
Yeah, she talked about how she wanted to push her sister in the water earlier. That's Simon.
But he only cared for the youngest one.
Which one's that? Eve?
The eldest envied her sister fair.
Hannah's mad at Eve. Or is it the other way around?
With a pretty little face and a long, long
Oh, yeah.
hair.
That's Hannah.
Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
No, Eve.
I think Hannah's playing it.
Pushed her in and held her down. Oh, the wind and the rain.
That was Hannah holding down Eve.
Watched her as she slowly drowned.
Oh, in this song, Hannah kills Eve.
Oh, she floated up and she floated down. Oh, the wind and the rain. Floated till a ship came by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Out comes the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. Father dear, here swims and swan. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
Being more obscure now, damn it.
Hannah killed Eve because Eve killed Simon, maybe.
Gets really weird. Oh, do we get to hear the rest of that?
I mean, you build an alibi, and then you tell a story, and then they tell you, hey, can you sing a song? And then you confess.
But it's
Flat
not a
out.
confession. No, what do you hear? What's the confession that you hear?
Well, the fact that, we haven't talked about
First of
Hannah
all,
being
she's awesome.
envious of Eve being envious of Hannah. Maybe we should look for envy
Well,
or envious.
I think in the song, Hannah's the beautiful one, and then the prince ultimate, because like when he sees Eve at the bar and starts a relationship with her, and Hannah finds out that her husband actually prefers Eve, that's what drives Eve or Hannah to kill her husband. So maybe now I'm beginning to think Hannah is the murderer.
Hannah is pretending to be Eve, killed her husband, killed.
I didn't even think about Hannah pretending to be Eve.
Hannah killed Eve and is now pretending to be both of them, maybe.
If Hannah killed her husband pretending to be Eve, then Eve goes to jail and Hannah gets rid of the two people that done her wrong. So you're onto something, I think.
Yeah, but if you kill your twin sister and your husband,
you don't have to kill your twin
whoever goes
sister.
to jail is you, because you're the only one who looks like yourself.
You don't kill your twin sister. You kill your husband and make it look like your twin sister did it. She goes to jail, and now your revenge is complete. And you're off on a boat somewhere, traveling.
Right. So she's trying to make it look like Hannah. Hannah was jealous and killed Simon. I mean, Eve was jealous and killed Simon. Yeah.
You think Eve is jealous and killed Simon, and
Hannah's making it. Oh, I'm so confused now. Hannah's making. Maybe Hannah's trying to set up Eve, like you were saying.
That's what I think. I think that Hannah, right now, it may change, but at the moment, it looks like Hannah may have killed Simon and is trying to make it look like Eve did it. Or she killed Simon. No. Yeah, I don't know. It gets confusing. Okay.
But who killed the parents?
Somebody wants us to play the song again. I don't. Do you guys want to hear the song again?
No, I think they're being funny.
Okay. I think we got enough out of it. All right. It's a good song. I liked it.
Yeah. So what should we?
It's awesome. How about Wind and Rain?
Glazier's Pub. We haven't done
Wind and Rain. Let's just see if there's something that.
And she also said blonde in the.
Okay.
Oh, got another song.
Hey, we get to play more of the song.
The
Ask
remix.
and you shall receive.
Okay. Here's the rest.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Laid a body on the dock to dry. Oh, the wind and the rain. Till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking by. Oh, the
Just a fiddler.
wind and rain. And he made a fiddle bow of her long hair. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made fiddle pegs of her finger bows. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made
They chopped her up.
pegs from her finger bows. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle out of her breastbone. Oh, the wind and rain. The sound could pierce a heart of stone. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. But the only tune that the fiddle could play was oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, the only tune that the fiddle could play was oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
Great investigation.
There's evidence against you.
Policeman is clapping.
But
Evidence.
what is she really saying? I think it's kind of like a great serial killer when they give you the clues, but they're smart enough to know that they're not. You know, I feel like she's not. This is a classic old, murder ballad. She's singing it.
Mhm.
I think there's definitely clues within the game for us to figure out, but she's not confessing
$20.
anything.
Was that in G major? Cause she's majorly guilty.
That was G major.
You think she's majorly guilty? Thanks, Wex.
Wait, what was the date on that?
So that's Eve. So is Eve trying to pin Hannah now? Now it's the other way around. Maybe it's Eve that's like, I did it. Why don't you arrest me? And then Hannah gets arrested, and now maybe Eve is trying to throw Hannah under the bus right now.
Yeah,
Wait, did we look for Eve?
What do you mean look for Eve? Oh, just the name Eve? Yeah, let's do more.
Yeah.
Oh, that was. This is Hannah talking about Eve, and that the white blouse is Eve.
What is this? A polygraph?
Ooh.
Is it a polygraph test in the middle?
Ooh, what? No. Let's do the first one first. Let's do. It's only 20
My name's
seconds.
Hannah. Hannah.
This must be the first interview.
It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work if you mirror it though. It's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea.
Eve also
Sorry.
works the same way.
Hannah Smith. I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
I think that's really her. So she's in the blue.
That's the second. That's at the very top. That was in the database checker. The second.
The second one, blue, no necklace. Oh, who was singing? Wait. When she was singing with the guitar, will you go back to the guitar one again really quick, or just we'll go back to Hannah in a second. Oh yeah, let me see that one right there. Oh, she's just wearing the soccer T-shirt. Never mind. Okay. Okay.
Yes, my name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
This is that's Eve, because we know she's wearing a white blouse. So this is Eve lying.
Okay, so we need to type in lie detector.
Lie detector. Or polygraph.
Well, the music's coming up. Let's make sure we're watching the.
She recognized me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. It was a dollhouse.
Dollhouse.
She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
It's your story. Oh, I saw the face. As soon as Tori looked away, I saw.
Always do that. Okay. But what were we going to? Oh, polygraph. I spelled Polygraph.
Roulette Software, thanks for joining.
Or lie
hello.
detector.
Yes, hello. Oh, he was not a fan of her story. I hope that you are seeing what we're seeing. Hold on just a sec.
So Light Software is suggesting that you play Contradiction. Well, they played Contradiction.
We got to get back to that. We never finished it, and it was all because of my computer issues.
Yeah.
Right?
So now there are no issues. Let's get back to that.
What does it? Does the game that I have on my Mac, which I think was with Steam, will if I open it on the PC, will it remember where we were? Or do we have to start over again?
We'll look for the save game and we'll find it and move it to the PC.
Okay, cool.
Okay, should we watch this?
Yeah.
Yes. I'll take a lie detector test.
Okay, fair enough. Let's do it. So this is Eve saying, all right, I'm going to pretend like I'm Hannah.
I've never taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work?
A little nervous.
Mm-hmm. Wait. So. Wait. This is.
That was on 7/3, and then this is later. It must be after the lie detector test.
My name. That was the only question I failed. Your lie detector works.
Ooh, she's.
Yeah.
This is where she gives. This is right
Yeah.
around the time that she. We should add that one. I think that's important.
Yeah.
That's the moment she admits that she's Eve.
Okay, so I think so. We know that on July 3rd, he confesses, and the thing is that when we search for Eve, we get too many results. But maybe we can search for "My name is Eve" or "I'm Eve."
Okay.
Or I was going to say, I thought the word failed. Like that was the only one I failed. Maybe failed had something to do with it. But yeah.
Okay. My name is Eve.
Yeah, try that. Oh, wait. Well, it's there, except we've watched it already. You want to watch that again just real quick?
He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was. But he didn't know who I was.
Oh, because he was wearing a wig. She was wearing the wig.
Mm-hmm.
He guessed my name from my tattoo. Told me it was a palindrome. Like, that would impress me.
Eve. Okay, that's it.
When did we find out she was wearing a wig? I don't remember that.
Yeah, she said she wears a wig when she's singing.
To sit
Oh.
and interact and talk to him after all this time.
Okay, this is great. Okay.
He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming.
Oh, you guys, it's 1:30.
Waking dream.
Okay. Okay, but why would she say he didn't tell me he was married? And he didn't even know that, like, he couldn't even figure out that she was,
That they were twins.
they're twins. He knows it's not his wife.
Well, do you remember the movie? I think that there's a little, dramatic license being said here. It's kind of like Vertigo, and Jimmy Stewart falls in love with Kim Novak, and then she dies, and then he meets this woman who looks remarkably like Kim Novak, and he becomes obsessed with her. I think there's some element of that to this, that she's wearing a wig. He looks exactly like his wife. But for whatever reason, he doesn't tell her that, and he's fascinated by her, and they're all kind of keeping secrets from each other. That's my take on it.
Well, I mean, this
you
is
said.
pretty.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just saying this is pretty close to the end.
Well, the thing is that Eve said that Hannah was shy, so maybe he liked her because she looked like his wife, but she was more open and flirtatious, as opposed to his wife, who's shy.
Right. Okay, well, I'm curious to see if failed comes up. Oh, that's what I just typed in before. Okay.
No, Interlace wants to know about the tattoo. So Eve, wearing the white blouse, is the one who has a tattoo. She'd been covering it up when she was pretending to be Hannah, but there is one section at the bottom left there that you can see right next to she's showing her tattoo. So that's Eve, who has the tattoo. And later in the interrogation, when she has admitted to being Eve, she's not afraid to show it. And it says her name. It's the serpent, and it says Eve on it. All right, so we should probably wrap up, because I know you got to get going, Tori.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is. It makes your brain like swirl.
What do you think?
It sounds like Tori's ready to ditch her original plans and just play the game for another hour or so.
Yeah, sorry. He can Uber home. No.
Well, if you want to play a little more, we can.
No, I had better get going.
What do you think? What's your take on this, though?
I think that, I don't know. I'm still thinking maybe Eve did something to Hannah and is pretending to be both of them. That's a possibility. I don't know.
Yeah. And in terms of the game itself, are you fascinated by the way that this is unfolding and how they use this as a?
It's surprisingly fun because, like, on the surface, you look at it and you think, how can this be? And like, how can this be engaging? But it's because it's just videos.
Yeah.
But it's fun. Yeah. What do you think?
I'm the same way. I feel it sneaks up on you. You just don't think it's going to be that engaging just based on what the limitations are. But within those limitations, it's so convoluted but I think well put together in a really smart way. And that, it keeps us guessing, but I don't feel like my confusion isn't based on moon logic or just feeling like, what? This doesn't make any sense at all. I feel like it's all in there, and it's just a matter of how we unpeel the onion. I really am impressed with it. How about you, Daniel? What are you thinking?
I think it uses the same element as Memento, by the fact that you have a convoluted story that's told in a chronological order. And then the thing is that in the game, you don't watch it in the chronological order it was in. So it makes it even more confusing and even more engaging when you try to figure out the timeline or what they're talking about or when something happened. When if you were watching it as they were filmed in the same order, then it would have been just a convoluted story.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny watching, well, now that we're all playing it together, but watching you two play for the first time, you're having a totally, you're unearthing video segments in a completely different way that I did. So you're piecing this story together. So I can see why going back to this game could be really fun, because you're always going to find.
Nobody's going to play it in the same way.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm. All
right. Well, Tori, drive safe. I hope it's a quick and easy airport ride. What's that?
That's what?
What happened?
I'm hearing it must have been me. I must have done something on my. Nothing. I heard a little noise. Yeah. If you guys didn't hear it, then we're good. But yeah, have a great ride to the airport and back. And we will see you not next week. It's going to be a little while before we get back to this. Unless it's just Mondays you can't do. But we'll talk about
we can figure it out.
But if you wanted to do like a Wednesday or a Friday instead, and that would be easier for a week or two, to let us know. We'll just arrange things.
Yeah, that's a possibility. I'll have to see how my sister's Wi-Fi is, if it's better now.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. Have a good one. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Guys.
Unplug your microphones.
Bye. Unplug your microphones. And we'll see you guys Wednesday with Voidburger playing Dropsy.
Mm-hmm.
Till then. Bye.
Bye.